Hold the phone. You said what now?
How many times has the Earth been destroyed?
How many times has the Earth been destroyed? Seems like a trick
Right.
question.
I mean,
Destroyed.
think about it.
My answer would be uh, answer A, 0 times.
Okay. So do I mean totally obliterated or do I mean destroyed? Meaning that it was at one point in time uninhabitable
Like the
and
Ice
that there was
Ages.
certain select the meteor to the dinosaurs, the ice ages, Noah's Ark, if you go into Christianity. Like the earth has been destroyed several times. Life has started recycling over and over again. So if you believe in evolution or anything else, what is evolution? Evolution is the cleansing of a certain type of species or a certain type of organism and then reinventing itself or evolving into something else, something better.
Uh huh.
In the
Uh huh.
Bible and Revelations, it talks about fire and brimstone coming down and destroying the earth, and that a certain select group of people will actually go up to heaven.
Oh yeah.
The other select group of the people will be reborn on a new planet.
Well, that's just not a loving
So
God, bud. I don't believe that. That's not a very loving God at all. He's only going to take
why do you say that?
144,000. How is he only going to
Why
take
do you say that?
144,000? That doesn't seem right. That just doesn't seem right.
I mean, what is God? If you want to break religion down into science and say that there's some Christians that believe in science and stuff like that, what is God?
Vaginas.
No. But
No, not even close. I
a
don't know. It
creator,
creates life. Hello.
God is a creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you take the average scientist, when they're starting to develop something, before they were perfected, they scrap the beginnings of it the majority of the time and then start back over,
We've been on this
trying to
though.
get it right.
God don't make no junk.
I didn't say God made junk, but he only puts out the perfection. So
Right.
if you take
I suppose.
144,000 and you save 144,000, then I mean you shelve the prototype so that you can use it to build something better.
I believe that God made no junk, and then I heard about this guy Elon Musk, and now I'm like, actually, maybe things are a little more
I
complicated
mean,
than that. I think he might have made
God
some.
made Satan. God made Satan the
Uh
prince
oh.
of the earth. So
All right,
I'm not
Elon.
gonna
Just
say
saying.
I'm not gonna say that God made Elon, but with his own hands. You should say that he was a
Right.
byproduct of the creation.
What would you do if you were Elon right now?
Shoot myself.
Jesus. Okay. You're really following the history there with the Hitler analogies. I would go into a bunker.
I'm,
I would eat the
I'm
parrot.
saying, bro,
Mm-hmm.
if you like, you got to listen to that damn interview with his nanny. Like this
He's just
motherfucker
he's
to be
cooked,
the
dude.
Antichrist.
It was like a
If you
Kendrick diss
know
track.
that you're supposed to be the goddamn Antichrist, and you know what happens to the Antichrist in the end, like, bruh, why would you want to live through all that shit?
Yeah, I think he's just on too much Vyvanse.
Maybe.
I mean, he is on a lot. I heard from a little birdie told me he takes a lot of Vyvanse, a whole lot. And then there's clips of him looking like he's on a fucking acid trip or on some type of Molly trip or something at the inauguration of the president. He's on something, that's for sure. Ketamine, something. He was having a
They
great
all
day.
on
It was
something.
party time for him
It
because
was.
he's taking over the universe. And yeah, I just can personally relate. If I ever take those stimulants, it gets a little out of hand. And him taking 150 milligrams allegedly is a absorbent amount of Vyvanse. Most people aren't given any more than 80, and I heard he's taking 150, and that was years ago for his Asperger's. His Asperger's.
His Asperger's.
Yeah. Yep. He takes it for his Asperger's, and that's fine. Nothing against people with Asperger's. Just please don't use your intelligence to destroy us all. That'd be great. That's all we're asking. How about we just coexist? You stay in your country as a robber baron of your people, and we'll deal with our robber barons. Damn it, we don't need to export or import in new robber barons. We have plenty, you know.
Right, he's not exporting shit, he's creating
Yeah,
it.
no, it's definitely importing an idiot from Africa to pretend like he's smart because his dad was rich and had an emerald mine. And people actually think he's the smartest man. My kid said the other day, he's the smartest person in the world. I said, wow, you're really buying that propaganda, huh? Really buying into the storyline. He is not anywhere near the smartest person. He might be the biggest fucking idiot in the world, actually. He
I
may
mean,
very well be.
if you got people completely fooled into believing that ideology, then you gotta have some sort of intelligence.
No, it's just misinformation. I mean, it's just like old school fucking Soviet Union dictator bullshit.
Could be,
It's fascist.
could be, but we as a society, especially in our age group, we've lived through a hell of a lot of shit. Like, I have seen the fall of the wall in my lifetime. I have seen corrupt ass crazy presidents in my lifetime. I have seen so many fucking things that's transpired to where you would think that people would be smart enough not to fall for the bullshit, but yet they still do. So what does that
Yeah.
tell you about society?
That's what I was telling my
Is it
mom.
that
I need her on
aliens are
here. I need
smart,
my we
or
need
is it that people are just stupid as fuck?
we need our parents on here as soon as possible. We need to give them the mic. What the fuck are we even talking for? What are we doing
What's
out
the
here?
definition of insanity? Doing the same shit over and
No,
over,
no.
expecting a different result.
Don't say that. Please don't say it. We'll talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second.
Let's talk
Because
about it.
that is a meme somewhere that is not true. That is not the definition of insanity. It's something people say a lot, and so it has been
Of
perpetuated
course,
in
that's not the
society.
literal definition of society insanity.
Oh,
Like,
I've seen
I'm not
fucking
naive to believe that.
Einstein quoted on some memes out there in this interwebs of nonsense. People believe Einstein said that. First of all, no, he didn't
No.
say that because that's obviously not true. And you would have to just believe, like, it just kind of proves that regurgitation theory that we just repeat what we hear. And I at one point I mean, at least I understand what people mean by that, but I just think that it's that we could better say that that's the definition of stupidity. Doesn't need to be insanity. That's just stupid, right? It's non-smart. That's like as smart as a flip phone, man. You don't want to be doing that. You got to pay attention better than that. But insanity has several definitions in the whatever the book is, psych books. It has nothing to do with that though. I just think it's funny. You hear it all the time.
Yeah, you
People
do hear it
believe
all
the
the time.
definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Well,
And that's
I
just an
said that because
example.
it's
I
a
don't know
nice
what you would.
saying.
It's
But
not just
I'll
that
be
one
honest
though.
with you. When you sit down and you start to think about what the definition of insanity is, insanity as a whole is a scapegoat that people use for any fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why so many
Right.
people plead that shit in damn court to try to get out of damn cases and shit like that. You're not fucking insane, dude. You're not
Right. I
insane
mean,
at
there's a
all.
lot of ways to be insane, but it's a lot more complex than just that sentence. And that's just an example of something that what I'm talking about is stuff that we hear that isn't true, but we will believe it for a long time because it's so perpetuated deep into our language and in our nomenclature that we actually, a lot of people do believe that that is actually the definition of insanity. And this isn't just like me trying to look like the smart guy, I swear. It just pisses me off when people say all this stuff. It's not just that one, it's just a lot of things you hear. I mean, we could sit here and come up with more of these,
Well,
but
definitely. But
it's
if you're gonna get
ridiculous.
pissed off about that, then dude, you literally will go insane. It's
Exactly.
like me saying danger is my middle name. Of course my fucking middle name isn't danger. But it sounds nice to say.
I don't know. When you start using the word definition, okay, well, I get technical, damn it.
Yo ass reads too much into shit.
Call me a nerd.
But no, sir, that is not the
Definitely.
definition of insanity, Brandon. I'll have you know. Technically speaking, let's look up the definition of insanity just for shits and giggles.
Webster's defines insanity as one who is separated from his mind.
Let's see. I
fuck,
want to
bro?
know. I want to know what's out there. What does
Well,
the
no,
world say?
don't see. Ask damn Chat GPT.
Well, that's who I'm asking. No filter GBT, of course, because I don't like filters on my GBT. I mean, I smoke them
Send me that
non-filter,
shit,
dude, all day.
Joy.
Non-filter GBT, dude, all day. The definition of
You gotta send me
insanity.
how you got that.
You just kick them a little money and then you get on.
Well,
But
I'm kicking him a little money. I just need to know how you get it. Like,
it's
what's the
super
app?
easy. It's just nofiltergbt.com.
Bet.
So it'll tell you what it actually fucking thinks. And the definition of insanity to GBT is a complex and multifaceted concept that has evolved over time. It's basically what you're saying. Like it's a overarching theme of mental unwellness, basically. But in its most basic form, insanity refers to a mental disorder or illness that significantly impairs a person's ability to think, reason, or behave in a rational manner. It goes on for like a really long time. I didn't need a dissertation here. Jeez. But yeah, you see it's a lot more complicated than doing the same thing over and over again expecting a different result. Because if you followed that, you certainly wouldn't be in sales, right? Like you wouldn't be in a lot of professions that you have to do the same thing over and over again and fail more often than you succeed. So,
Well, I mean, honestly, that's not a good example. Because if I'm in sales and I'm doing the exact same fucking thing that's not getting me any results, then I don't need to be in sales.
well, I just mean
To
like even
mimic some of the traits, but to change up certain things, then that's a good salesperson. But like,
I only
yeah,
meant in the averages. Like, okay, a good batter, right? It bats 300 in Major League Baseball. So they're failing more than they're succeeding. And that would almost feel like insanity if I accepted that as the definition, that I'm failing more often than I'm not. And there's nothing you can do about that. Like, you're going to only close at 30%, right? Or that's close to what I close at, like lead to business, like 30%. So I'm failing more often than I'm succeeding. So there's this inequity or imbalance in your feedback loop. And I don't want that to.
yeah. But if we were gonna say that that was insanity, then you would
It just
literally have
feels
to
like
be
it.
doing every single action completely the same in order
Right.
to make that statement true.
Right, scientifically.
So
Like
when
you're running.
somebody says, right. So when somebody says, that's the difference of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, that means that you're literally not changing even the minutest thing about
Right.
what you're doing. You're doing the exact same thing, but expecting something different.
Yeah.
You won't get anything different because you're
Right.
doing the exact same thing.
It's kind of like dealing with white women. You know what I mean? It'll drive you insane.
Yeah.
It'll drive you crazy. You don't need that in your life.
That's
You
why I
do
limited how
better.
many is on my farm.
Yeah. Wait.
I had to put a limit on the white women that's on my farm.
I see. I mean, they're taxing. White women, you call them the fuck down, And not all of
Yeah.
you. There's a lot of, white women that are fine, okay? But there's a lot of you out there who need to calm the fuck down.
Well, I feel like when we actually had our good old version of white women with the pancake asses, that's when we had women
Wow.
at their prime.
Pancake ass, huh?
Once
your
white
thing?
women started developing black girl booties, things changed.
They started twerking.
Right. Right. That changed the whole dynamic of the culture.
Yeah. We saw it coming. White women pretending to have black women booties.
Gotta love the flat pancake asses.
Hey, not all white women are built like that. Although
Not
I don't
anymore.
know. I'm into
Back
like
in the day, there was.
I'm into like twiggy ones, right? Like the skinny ones. If I'm going white women, I'm going skinny chicks. So they're the crazier ones usually. They're a hazard, posing as a house pet. But these things happen, and I'm glad that you bring it down the number on your particular farm. I don't have a farm. I have I don't know what you'd call it. Definitely not a farm. That's pimping. I mean, that's pimping since been pimping since.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't remember? I'm raising a whole farm.
He's got a hoe farm. That's right.
You don't remember that conversation? That's who does all the picking.
Oh, okay. So you have DEI
Complete by the
policies.
book.
You're a DEI hoe farm.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Diversity is important.
Approved. Yeah.
Okay. How many disabled do you have? Are those the white women with bipolar? Or?
No, I actually had to reform how I was doing that because I only gave the disabled women desk jobs. But they started arguing. Well, I can pick shit too, and
You
maybe
mean,
I should be out there in the field also. And so I had to switch it up and open it up.
yeah,
So we
like
do have
stop tying
a
me
petting
up.
zoo
Like,
area.
this is kind of weird. Can I go outside now? Just needy
Right,
chicks. Like,
right,
hey, I need
right.
food today. Like, you just ate yesterday.
And it
Sheesh.
all started when that one white girl broke out of my friend's house, and that black guy found her. And he was like, I knew it was something wrong when a white woman ran into a black man's arms. Something was wrong there. He fucked it up for all of us. And I gotta blame Jose because Jose
How
should have
dare
been
you,
watching
dude?
the bitch a little bit closer.
Yeah. Damn you, Jose. You had one job, dude. One job.
Couldn't keep that shit up.
But that's part of the
But had to
DEI.
get
You
it
got to
up.
have Jose. And then, I mean, do we know that the guy that she ran into his arms, was he definitely black, or he could have been like a real dark
He was
South American or
he was
something? Okay.
and news tip for everyone: he actually worked for me, but other people saw what was going on, so he had to play it off because he couldn't wrangle the bitch back in. If you
Right.
would have read between the lines, he did say, "I used to spend time at my neighbor's house all the time."
All the
There's
time.
no way you didn't know what the fuck was going on, man. Come on, man. Come the
Watch
fuck
out,
on.
dude.
You knew.
Yeah. These things happen. It's just a normal
Had to play it off.
Thursday.
Right, right.
You have the farm of women, like a cocaine dealer. They're all topless
Mm-hmm.
all the time. It's like Hooters. I asked my mom the
Well,
other day, is it inappropriate to take your kid to Hooters? I mean, I'm just saying, they have baby chairs. I called and asked.
right,
Seems like a family
right.
establishment to me.
I mean, if you want to really break it down in brass tacks, like they're not only baby chairs, but the women that work there, the majority of them have really big hooters, and babies breastfeed. So, I
Seems
mean,
appropriate.
right.
And I heard the wings are just Slayer, so I wanted to ask the question, and I was totally written off. She said that's totally inappropriate, and he can't go there until he's 21 years old because they are
That's
scantily
interesting.
clad women, she said.
What about Twin Peaks?
It's like, what's a Twin Peaks?
It's kind of like Hooters.
Okay. Well, at Hooters, they don't even have them wear the short shorts anymore. They're all wearing like spandex pants and stuff. I mean, you don't even get any leg action. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
For you leg guys out there,
This
they're
is what
just
fucks up
wearing
society.
they're wearing like brown Spanx that look like tan legs. It's just weird. And honestly, go to a fucking Applebee's. Look around. Okay? It's not that different to
Very
me.
true.
Go to TGI Fridays. You're gonna see a girl that just left Hooters. Okay, probably the same girl. So, what's really the problem? It's not like they're having them wear turtlenecks and sweaters over there at TGI Fridays or something. I don't see the problem. But I think women just take offense to the name of that restaurant, Hooters. Oh, look at them Hooters.
Right.
Hooty hoo.
Now, I think that we're going to open up a restaurant, and the name of the restaurant is going to be called Fill Your Cheeks. And
Fill your
the way they're
cheeks.
going to appeal, right? They're going to appeal to all types of freaky fetishes. So toes will be out, cheeks will be out, boobs will
Okay.
be in your
That sounds more like
face.
a strip club. We can't have
Is
baby
that what it
chairs there,
is?
dude. We can't have
We,
baby
we we
chairs there.
can't call it a strip club and still be able to function as a family
That's
business.
true. If we
We
put a
have to have
roller
some
rink, we
form.
could just call it a roller rink. Roller rinks are fucking dope. Side note. Roller rinks are dope
Yeah, they are.
for everybody. For grandparents, for
Yep.
everybody. We all love them. Roller rinks are dope. Just a
Definitely.
random plug to roller rinks from a guy who grew up in the 19s and thoroughly enjoyed my roller rink time. Go play some laser tag. You know what I mean? Hit up some cheesy, shitty pizza. Back on the
love
rink,
it.
dude. chase after those
God,
fine
look.
baby ladies out there on the rink. Oh, it's delightful. It's almost
Let
like
me just put a
the disco
disclaimer
fever of the 90s, dude. Yeah.
before I get choked the fuck out.
You're about to get choked the
The shit
fuck
that I
out.
say on here is jokes. Yeah, the shit
Oh,
that I say on
no.
here is jokes.
Don't try to cover it up now. Don't try to backtrack.
However, I will say these are things that I think of on a daily basis. So
Random scenarios where you have a harem of white women.
you gotta call it a stable.
Oh, a stable, right. A stable
Stable of
of white
hoes.
women,
Right.
and not all white, because you can't deal with that. Nobody can deal with that. A lot of us can't
Nah,
even deal with
not at
one,
all.
let alone more than one. It's too much. They are sensitive, to say the least, and pretty much the most difficult to hang out with, I find, in my years on this rock. I've had plenty of interactions with all types of people. I think I've met. I calculated out at one point how many people I've met or talked to on the phone in my life, and
Yeah. What'd you come up with?
just in 10 years, I talked to 125,000 people
125,000. That shit is crazy. How did you calculate
minimum.
that?
Just based on average number of new people per week over so many years. You know, you talk about every way you contact somebody by phone. And we had, I mean, think about all the interviews I was doing. I mean, I was doing a lot of interviews for years. And not only that, I mean, every contact on leads, all the contacts over all the years. I mean, it's a lot for sure. You probably, I mean, it's probably a
So
lot
you
more than
actually
that.
sat and calculated all of that?
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Yeah, that's a whole new level of nerd right there. I'm sorry.
I mean, that doesn't even include the 10 years on the phone before that. But I wasn't on the phone the entire time. I was teaching a lot of that 10 years before getting into insurance. But yeah, I just talked to so many people. And in my time, I'll tell you that white women are the most difficult to deal with, period. By far. They just need to chill the
Yeah.
fuck out a little bit. The anxiety is high in those ones. And there's just no reason for it. To me, it's just this kind of feeling like they are somehow entitled, a lot of these women are like entitled to attention because they just exist.
So,
and that shit
are you
pisses
speaking
me off.
about Karens? Or are you speaking about white women in general?
We don't have enough names for all the different types of white women. I mean, Eric and I were talking about how there's, and I heard this, I think, on Matt and Shane at one point, where they're talking about how there's only like a few types of women. You know,
Yeah.
like there's, in terms of physicality, there's like horse face women. That's one category. You got horse face. You got like chubby pretty face, I think was one of them. Like chubby pretty face girls, okay? And then you got I don't know what you'd call them, stick figures, basically. The skeletons walking around. There's only like
The
four
Twiggies.
types. Yeah, there's only like four types. And a lot of the Twiggies are horse face. So I mean you have to know your priorities here.
Yeah.
But anytime I see a horse face on YouTube, I have to just comment. I have to just point out the queen of horse face. If I see it.
Who's that?
But it's just true. Who is the queen of horse face? You know, it's hard to say. There's a lot of them out there, and God love them. They're pretty in their own way. Fine. It's not about physicality, ladies. It's not the only thing I consider. But it's
That's
just
like calling
interesting.
baby precious.
You tend to get this entitled type of mentality and psychology from women from my race that haven't done anything to prove any value. They just assume that we should just chase them because that's what we should fucking do. And newsflash, no, that's not how it works. It's only here in America that women feel that way. If you go to other countries, they don't feel so entitled to your attention. So, you know, that's why I dated a lot in other countries like Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. Costa Rican women are the best because every woman in Costa Rica is gorgeous. And so they know that there's a lot of competition. It's not about looks. Like they just are actually funny and They have to be. You know what I mean? Because it's more
Yeah.
competitive. Out here in America, it's like if a girl's cute at all, she's got every dude in the fucking county coming at her. She don't have to do anything. She doesn't have to develop a personality or be like engaging, be able to hold a
Fuck, she gotta
conversation
do
at all.
something.
Well, I mean, for a man of value, but there's just this, total
Double stat shit. What is a man of value?
de-evolution of humans here in this country. I would argue that's what we're doing. We're devolving out here. It's like a big science experiment. Let's devolve. It's kind of how it feels lately, anyway, with what's happening in the news and what have you. And normally, I don't really like the fucking news, but it's like comically bad. Like it's you can't write this shit. How bad it is, and these people just not even knowing to just don't make it so obvious that you're controlling the government with money. Like, let us at least think we have a government. What are you doing? You're supposed to control from a distance, bro. You didn't get the memo? You're not supposed to be in the news, dude. You're supposed to just control everything from, behind the curtain. Come on. But, yeah,
that shit is crazy.
they're going to drive us to some weird shit here soon. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
I guess they'll drive some.
Somebody in this country, yeah. A lot
Not
of
everybody's
people.
gonna fall for that shit.
I just worry about how they treat the veterans. I mean, you want to piss off somebody in this country? Don't piss them off. Don't do that. That's a bad idea, guys. Bad idea. Piss off our veterans. And they seem
Very
to
bad idea.
they seem to be just totally dead set on that. Just taking the veterans and bending them all over. I mean, no lube. It ain't right. Just taking healthcare, letting people die, letting people who need transportation from one hospital to another, it be denied through the Veteran Care Network. That
Because
happened
they
recently.
literally don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and the person died. So that's just the beginning, man. It's just a strange time. And you just start wondering, okay, so what country are you going to, bro? Where are we going? Are you thinking Nicaragua, Portugal? I was thinking Portugal, maybe. What country would you go to, dude, if you had to bug out?
If I had to bug out,
You
I
go to
don't know.
Mexico?
I'd probably go to the fucking Amazon.
I thought you
Like,
spoke Spanish, so maybe you'd go to
Way
Mexico.
out deep. What the fuck that got to do with anything? I can go to any Spanish speaking country. I speak
Yeah,
6
but
languages.
you
I can
wouldn't.
go to a lot of different countries.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the nearest one, is all I'm saying. That'd be my first thought, is like, go to where
I'm
you're going
trying
to
to
be
get off
safe.
the grid.
And I'm telling you right now, black people are a lot safer in Mexico than white people are.
You would think.
No, they are, dude.
You
They
would
are.
think. Well, more than white people are. Yeah, that's because y'all are the devil all over the world.
Hey,
So-
hey, now. I'm gonna take
Hey,
something
check
from
your
Brandon.
text real quick.
That's what we're not gonna do. Okay? That's what we're not gonna do, is call white people the devil. Only white women, that's all. But
Only the white
you
women.
earned it, so yeah. Yeah, that's cool, bro. There's no like rules or anything. The cool thing is there's no bumpers here, bro. We can stop whenever you want. You gotta go do something.
That's cool. Just give me about 20 minutes to go get him real quick, and I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Sure. I will yeah. We'll be back. That's what I say. Under promise and over deliver. Tell them 20 minutes, show up in 2. Makes them wet.
There you go.
Brandon's wet right now.
You do the same thing when you're coming.
Yeah? How do you do that?
You tell me.
You under promise and over
Overpromise,
deliver?
underdeliver.
Well, I mean, that's the whole baby squirrel argument. Yeah. Over promise, under deliver. Wait, the other way around. Yeah. Definitely under promise in all ways. Just tell them that you're a virgin. They'll believe you. Even if you have a kid. Just tell them, yeah, I'm a virgin. Save myself from marriage. But you have a fucking child. Yeah, I adopted. He looks just like you.
Exactly like.
Yeah, I picked him out of the litter. Just to look like me. Yeah.
It's hell, man. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Some people they can live that lifestyle. It just ain't for me though.
I'm trying to get on that Hugh Hefner level. How do we do that? Is that like Scarface? First you need the money, then you need the power. Is that what we're talking about?
No, because I seen some broke ass motherfuckers. In fact, I seen a bum just the other day who had like 6 bum girls.
Well, he's packing something,
And I knew that
dude.
they belong to him.
He's packing something.
Probably.
He's
Probably.
got at least some sandwiches, some trail mix and shit. Something.
Motherfucker got cheeseburgers. Quality cheeseburgers. Good shit.
Or he's packing that heat, dude. He might have a fucking hog, you know?
You might. You might be slinging that salami.
You ever have a homeless girl want to sleep with you?
No.
Brandon said no. Who do you hang around?
No, sir. Not.
I-
Again, who are you fucking, sir?
I didn't fuck her, to be clear. Let the record reflect. I did not do that. But I did. But I have had some instances. I was in the hospital and met this girl who was next to me, basically in the hospital, and was all about some fucking Colin. Just wouldn't stop talking about hooking up. I'm like, yeah, no, maybe.
She was in there for like 12 STDs. She was trying to spread the love.
You know, I don't know. I don't violate
She said,
people's
I'm gonna
HIPAA
burn,
laws.
you gonna burn.
I wouldn't violate her privacy that way. But I wasn't interested. She was like, that's just not my type, you know, being homeless and all. That's the first thing I look for is someone with a home, you know, at least like your parents' house, something. I can't
So
meet you
wait.
at the bus stop.
You first go out on a date. When you first go on a date, your question is, do you have a house?
So,
You ain't got a house, bitch?
I mean, no, you could tell even swiping on them apps, dude. Is that homeless woman? Her picture is like sitting on cardboard. You know what I mean? You could tell.
See, that might have been one. She probably got that tight shit. It wasn't no roast beef to her.
I mean, at least the standard would be low. You could take him to McDonald's, and that's like luxury shit. So there's that benefit.
Fancy Colin.
Yeah,
And we get a booth.
we get the whole number one, not just the a la carte, dude. We're getting the fries and the drink. It's fucking on.
Am I being too presumptuous by asking if I can get a large sweet tea?
Right. That's right where I got to be. Our standards are nice and low.
Baby, you can get the 10-piece. You ain't got to get 6-piece. I'm going all out for you, girl.
Yeah.
Shit, throw a Happy Meal toy on that number one so we should give her something to do. Shit.
Give her something to do. Dude, I want a Happy Meal these days. I heard they made Happy Meals for adults, dude. I got excited, dude. I want a little toy. I want to collect them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm going to die of congestive heart failure from this, give me toys at least. Jesus.
There you go.
Like good ones, dude. They used to have good toys back in the day.
My
Dude.
body and see it was merged with plastic from eating all the McDonald's, but it's all right.
Dude, they gave me a pullback Batman car. Okay, it's fine. It's a pullback. It's a Batman car. Like, what else do you need in life?
Exactly, bro.
They should just give you one of those as a boy. You get a pullback Batman car. I don't know what the toy would be for a girl that they'll always like. They seem like more complex creatures that we'll never understand. It's kind of a moving target.
We're doing pullback Batman cars, and it'd be a Polly Park.
They like playing with Ken dolls and Barbie dolls, and then they play with literal men as Ken dolls later in life.
What?
So, yeah, they just play with your mind, brain fuck you.
Mean? You elaborate.
It's pretty deep, but it's true. Fucking tell me I'm lying, dude.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
Well, they play Dollhouse, right?
Okay.
And then they play house with a fucking literal human the same way. I mean, it's all the same thing. We like Cops and Robbers forever. They like Dollhouse forever, dude. It's just, it is what it is, man. Just boil it down.
Again, let me correct you, sir. That would be in your demographic. We do not like cops and robbers in mine.
Y'all don't play cops and robbers, dude? That's a
We
white
damn
guy
sure
thing.
don't. I have never played that game, sir. I told you it's a little too close to home.
That's so funny. Black people don't play cops and robbers.
Not at all. That does not pass in the hood. Fuck you mean?
I mean, you
I'll
do,
be
but it's
swollen
just.
instead of, hey, motherfucker, hold up. God damn it.
What do you play then? You know, like warden and inmate, or
Oh, you racist son of a bitch.
It's like you just play with shanks. You like sharpen your toothbrushes and shit. Just chase each other around.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what we do.
Well, at least you would know when the other person like hit you, you know, because of the blood and the bleeding. Yeah, we had to call our hits, dude, when we played cops and robbers. And it wasn't really cops and robbers. We would just call it that. But it was more like playing Counter-Strike or any shooter. I mean, we had replica, all kind of stuff, dude. I had like a replica Mac 11, Mini Uzi, 45, and 9. They used to sell these replica guns back in my day. They looked pretty real, actually. They're pretty sweet. And they were like squirt guns and stuff, you know? They were dope, dude. Squirt guns back in the day were dope as hell, dude. Those were really fun.
In the hood too, but when little kids started getting shot because the cops thought that it was a real gun, even though that shit is orange, with a damn red tip.
They're still like, he was reaching for something.
Right. So we don't play those games anymore, sir.
No, you just play laser tag
Our
only.
color will not allow us.
No, I see you guys in the laser tag arena. You fuck around.
Barely.
No, dude.
Barely.
I used to play many a black folk in laser tag. But, you know,
check for all exits.
I'm a laser tag fanatic, dude. I'll go in there and beat all the dads, make them look bad. Love it. Because, you know, those dads are trying in there, dude. In laser tag, it becomes fucking so calm. I mean, all of a sudden, they're getting serious. But, yeah, they don't know who they're up against, dude. They have no idea where I've been. The trenches of laser tag. I mean, it's not a game, dude. I'll set up and play, you know, the right place in the map. I'll get a fire team going. I'm leading 4 kids. We're gonna dominate this, dude.
Walking that motherfucker as a respectable dad and come out with damn war paint on my face and shit, like I was a fucking Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah, all their wives are looking, dude. They know what's up. They know what's up. If it came right on down to it, and we had to do the man dance with laser tag, dude, it would be over. I'm a veteran. And I think that matters, dude. I think that really will make the pussy wet, dude.
You think so?
No.
Is that what the homeless ladies told you?
I just wanted your reaction. You know, you think so? Immediately. Yeah, is that what you think? Okay. Tell me more,
now we
Rocky.
get to the root of the story with the homeless lady.
Jesus Christ.
It was not in a hospital, everyone.
Dude, I've had several women. I've been at conferences, right, for the business. I'd be at a conference in the lobby. This happened multiple times. And a nice baby lady would come up to me and say, hey, I know this sounds weird, and they always start with that, and maybe a bit forward, but could I suck your dick?
Crazy shit about it. She was a mom of 7 and got a whole husband at home.
That's not how you do that. Like, for the record, ladies, if you do want to do that, that is not the approach, because that'll probably weird most men out. You know what I mean? Because it's just like a little too, like, trying to set me up for something.
Y'all hear this bullshit?
I don't go with it. I don't go with it. I do not go with that.
Literally said, man, that is not how you approach me.
No.
Like, yes. My room is 427.
No, the answer was hard no in all cases of that, because it's kind of, it's just nerve-wracking as a man, especially at a work event, right? Where they could see somebody of power or of stature in the company and try to take him down with that shit, dude. That's an opt, bro. That's an option all day, dude. That's an opt. They're out for you. Oh, let me suck your dick. Yeah, and next thing you know, he assaulted me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just assume the worst. And if you're doing that, you haven't even spoke to me. You just look at me, you want to suck my dick. Like, I know you're on some shit, because I got a weird, goofy-ass look to myself, and I don't think anybody is like, yeah, let me just suck his dick right away. No, you got some plans, bitch. Colin, I ain't falling for bullshit. That. I ain't falling for it.
You are a tall, handsome George Clooney like motherfucker.
Well,
Like,
I don't care.
there's no way that they wouldn't come up to you like that.
No, it's happened my whole life. In college, I had girls that would not want to fuck. They don't want to date. They don't want to go out. They don't want to talk. They literally just want to suck my dick, and I don't understand it. And I feel used. I feel like, what am I? What am I, an object to you? You know what I mean?
He said, "I feel used." Women, do you empathize with him? He is being objectified.
I'm being used just for
By
my
your
penis. Yeah.
If you too are a man that's facing this objectification, then I advise you to reach out to Collins Group.
Oh, we can help. We've all been there, I guess.
Squirrel Dick Anonymous.
But I did take it in college a few times. Absolutely. Every time, actually, in college. But that's what kind of taught me over the years is like, this is all they want. Like, I'm not going to get a call later. I'm not getting ahead a second time. I'm not, like, it's just.
You sound like the average female, bro.
You know what, dude? Just because my pussy hurts, bro.
Later.
Just because I got vaginosis. You're not going to text me later. Good night. I'm not getting no good morning. Some bullshit, bro.
Why not at least one phone call? One.
I mean, it's the least you could do. Or like, hey, you just want to suck my dick and then move on? Why? That's really weird to me. If I wanted to, perform the greatest cunnilingus on a young or even older baby lady, then I wouldn't just do that and never hit him up again. That's some weird shit to me. I'm not into it, but men have feelings too, Brandon. Men have feelings too. And we want that head again. I mean, the fuck? You're going to come in here and give me that head and then just never talk to me again? You trying to fuck with my head? Nah, dude. I don't play that shit.
She is literally trying to fuck with your head.
Yeah, no, I feel it. No, I get where you're going with that. But, yeah, I can empathize with women that say they feel objectified. So you can't be too sexual with women because then they'll be like, what am I, just a bag of meat to you? They want quality time, gentlemen. They want quality time. So don't find one that you don't like hanging out with because, Jesus Christ, that is a tough go at it. I don't recommend it. You better like hanging out with her because that's what they want. They want pillow talk.
That leads to shooting.
They want Netflix. They want, trips to
Cheesecake Factory. Too.
I mean, I do too. Yeah, quality time is important to me. But not
AOC, he likes long walks on the beach.
AOC, I'm going to have to meet her apparently in the... I don't know if I could meet her actually in this sense, but it looks like they're going to send her to prison. So I'll have to become a woman and then meet her in prison. But yeah, she's like
a pen pal and get conjugal visits.
She's being way too uppity. So they're now investigating her because she's talking so much shit across the board. And that's how it's going to go. It's called authoritarianism. And that's what we got right now, dude. All the people that are real against all this in Congress, they're investigating them now. They're investigating AOC for anything they can to lock her up because she's talking way too much sense. She's getting people way too riled up. She's getting the people going, dude, with her beautiful baby girl face, and her beautiful baby girl brain. They don't like that because she ain't sucking their dick, dude.
It's on you to tame her.
No, it's up to that weird ginger she married. I mean, what the fuck, AOC? Wait, come on.
He's not the right one.
I'll just call you Lexi from here on out. Lexi, listen. You chose the wrong one. All right? You need to come home. Okay? The kids miss you. You went out for strawberry milk. We said we had plenty of milk. That's quite the hypothetical. AOC walks out on us.
Oh god.
AOC went out for some Newports.
This motherfucker is out here playing. Baby, come back. I'm gonna play the fool for you.
No, she played Sorry Miss Jackson to my mom, dude. It's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
She did the reverse card. Those Puerto Ricans, dude, you don't fuck with them, man. You don't do it. They'll hurt you.
Oh my goodness.
And
she broke my heart.
She was just another beautiful baby girl that wanted to suck my dick. And I, of course, obliged because who wouldn't?
And this is why you don't oblige.
And I mean, she's a beautiful girl. It's only mild horse face, and the teeth aren't really that bad, you know. So she can get it in, especially with the baby squirrel dick. I mean, it all works.
But she just opted for the head.
Dude, she pretty much got with my fucking Irish cousin or something. I mean, he's like a pure ginger. He looks like Ed Sheeran if he was like Shrek. You know, it's like Shrek Sheeran that she's with. So I'm sure that gives you some comfort, Lexi. But you know, again, the kids miss you. We don't want to see you locked up in a fucking. Did you hear they're gonna send? They're literally opening the ability for America to send criminals, American citizens, to where is it? Where is MS-13 based again? Can't remember. Ecuador or
Ecuador, Venezuela.
They have the largest prison in the world. And they basically locked up everybody in MS-13, shut them down. I want to say Argentina, actually, but I don't know that that's the case. But either way, we're talking about shipping American citizens to South America to be in South American prisons. Could you come up with a more terrifying thing than going to a prison with MS-13 in Ecuador or Argentina?
Yeah,
I love soccer. I love football more than the next guy, okay? But I'm not going down there. No hablo, bro. No hablo.
This could be sent to a Russian prison.
I'm entirely too pretty for prison.
Yeah, you make a nice little baby lady in prison.
You know what, dude? I don't even want to hear that, dude. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Is that the getaway to hit on me right now? That's a home. That's a home. At least they wouldn't kill me, but I would wish I was dead. So there's that, I guess.
Yeah, there's that.
I mean, they don't like fucking dead bodies. Yeah. So I never plan on being an MS-13. I don't really look the type. I could be like their accountant or their lawyer.
He said the accountant.
No. I'd have to be Colleen pretty quick down there.
Very quick.
Fucked up. Very quick.
To fold you down straight in the middle and overlap.
That's fine. I'll hold somebody's pocket and make it out of there, goddammit. Just fucking with you. I knew you'd
Booty Warrior will come back to prison just for you.
Well, if it means I keep my kidneys, I mean, I'm not gay, but my kidneys are my kidneys, you know?
Right? Right.
$20 is $20, and breathing air is breathing air, so.
And a mouth. It's all good. You can brush your teeth afterwards. It's okay.
Oh, okay. So you've had experience having these sugar babies in prison, huh? You treat them right, though.
Yeah. No.
You treat them right.
I create my status anywhere I go.
Do they hold your pocket?
Currency is the barter system, bro. I told you.
You don't make them hold your pocket, though, do you?
No, I don't make them hold my pocket. I have dignity, sir. I make them hold others' pockets. Green. And they have a stamp on their forehead.
So you have them dress up like furries or something? What are you talking about? What pockets are you talking about right
Depends. It depends.
It depends.
I know what the preference is. It really depends.
Depends on commissary that week. I might be able to afford a $10,000 furry suit for
exactly. I gotta think about like how many packs of noodles is this person worth, and that depends on the taste of it.
Okay, if you had to fuck a furry, what animal would it be?
If I had to fuck a furry,
yeah, like what animal? Are we talking like?
I'd be partial to like a Lola bunny type. So a bunny.
The bunny type, yeah, bunnies. That's fine. Okay, we all watch Roger Rabbit. I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. But I mean, are we talking like a 4-H, like talking like the ribbon-winning bunny?
I'm talking about
you
Lola
like them
from Looney Tunes.
Do you like them like nice and chubby, like the one that got the blue ribbon at the 4-H down at the county fair? Or do you mean like you talking straight up the stripper bunny? She ain't eaten in like months. Ribs hanging out and shit. Anorexic bunny, yeah. she she eats like a
I say we
rabbit.
just segue back to your homeless girl.
she eats like a rabbit who has anorexia. Holy shit. Okay. That's not a threat to you
Anorexia and
heavier
bulimia.
ladies out there. That's not a threat. Don't worry.
We do not condone eating disorder.
Brandon does not discriminate, dude. He's more about if you're a ride or die bitch. He ain't about that skinny life. He ain't a white
I'm
boy.
locked.
Yeah, you're already locked, dude.
I'm locked in what I got.
You got a really nice, like, diamond encrusted ball and chain. So, kudos to you.
Fatty.
I mean, your crown should arrive soon. Pretty sure. I mean, at a certain age, you get over this like idea of having a cheerleader wife. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a white guy thing, but there's
no. I mean, it's a every guy thing.
You have this
At
like
a certain point in time, you realize it comes with its own complications.
It ain't worth it, bro. Ever. Well, first, if you're lucky, you never get one, so you never have to experience the pain of a person jumping in your moving car, right? I mean, we're talking crazy white chick. Have you ever had a woman jump in your moving car?
No. That's insane.
That's when you know you're dealing with some demons in your life. You know, you get these demons out of me, Jesus. That's some come to Jesus moment. As soon as the woman jumps through your passenger window while it's moving, you really start to question decisions that you've made.
Definitely. But see,
that really did happen. That's the thing that happened.
The reality is, I'm a dapper dude.
Like, fuck's a dapper dude?
My energy attracts only a certain type of
man. Yeah.
So I don't really get the crazy types.
It attracts men?
If I did attract men, it would still be the same type of person.
It would be totally sane, humble men.
See, I treat it like the Boy Scouts. I leave it better than I found it.
That's a weird reference to make.
Whatever.
Yeah, I treat it like the Boy Scouts. I heard Boy Scouts are filing bankruptcy because the model of hiring strangers to take your kids to the woods apparently doesn't work anymore. We can take our own kids to the woods. I think they just don't do enough exciting shit, bro. I mean, I was in Boy Scouts.
Well, they do a lot of exciting shit. But
you gotta be in for a minute, though, to get there, though.
Boy Scouts now.
What's that?
Yeah. You gotta, they're hiring, I mean, they're having females in the Scouts now. So
now we're talking,
a whole different ballgame. You can't have men taking little girls out to the woods. That shit isn't cool.
Yeah, that's where they went wrong. They should have just kept it totally homo. I mean, shit. But,
your ass, bro.
Why would you bring the girls in, dude? Come on, man. It's a sausage party. What are you doing? Of course you're filing bankruptcy, dude. Bringing girls in here. That was not part of the plan.
It's inclusiveness.
When the Boy Scouts were made, it was not with the idea of girls hanging around. You know what I mean? What happens out at camp stays at camp.
I used to know the guy's name back when I was a scout.
Before your therapist helped you erase that memory? I used to dream about him every night. That's fucked up. That's pretty disrespectful. I'm sorry. But, you know.
It really does. It's some real resourceful shit.
I was a Boy Scout.
I'm an advocate for scouting.
And I didn't get to do anything but go to like meetings about what you would do hypothetically, theoretically in the woods. That's all. We studied a book and we would talk about, you know, theories, and we would learn
a hell of a lot of shit, bro. We were camping like every weekend.
Oh, I see. So you've been through it. Oh,
Yeah, like-
show me on the doll where they touched you, the Boy Scout.
He did not touch me, sir.
They better
I
don't,
was
dude. Brandon would
scout
have
leader
fucking
when my
murdered
son
him.
was in Scouts. Yeah, we don't play that shit.
You were the scout leader, dude.
Yep.
So you were like
Not
patrolling,
clear.
and you were like, dude, no circle jerks. Hey, quit that. Put that dick away right now. That was you.
Yeah, we ain't play none of that. That's the one thing I can honestly say is, and the pack that my son was involved in, like we didn't.
Well,
have any
your
bullshit.
son. I mean, obviously, I'm talking about when you were a kid, dude.
When I was in Scouts, like we didn't have issues like that either. They like to the end of Cub Scouts. I never made it to actual Boy Scout.
So what you're telling me is you're not a member of NAMBLA.
Nope.
You've heard of NAMBLA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. They can all get fucking buried under a prison. Let the record reflect that. I can't believe they even exist. It's unbelievable to me. But yeah, these days it's like you can't even write satire because everything's fucking satire. You can't tell the difference between satire and real life anymore, dude. You really can't. That was a running joke for a long time, but now it's like sad that it's true. Satire shows can't even do satire anymore because nothing is. You don't buy satire anymore because the world isn't sane. So even when you write satire, it's not funny because it's like trying to be funny, and that never works. You know, satire is like subtle.
Regular news became more funny than stand-up comedian.
Dude, The Daily Show used to be great because satire you could write and it was funny. Now you write satire that has to be so over the top to be clear that it's satire that it just doesn't land right. You know? So The Daily Show turned into a fucking legitimate news source. Like they don't even make up stories anymore. They used to make up stories back in the day. You can't even do that anymore because you can't make this shit up. You can't make up shit more crazy than what's actually happening all the time. So it's idiocracy 100%. So I got my passport, bro, and I'll meet you on the border because I need a translator and a bodyguard too. So I have working children.
I don't know why you keep trying to take me to Mexico.
What do you want to go to? Canada? You think that's safe? You want to go freeze titties off?
Like a reverse mule? Like what is going on?
Dude, we're going to Mexico, bro.
You taking motherfuckers back into the country while niggas is trying to get out. You are the reverse coyote.
I'm just saying there's a lot of people that have already left the United States from Mexico because Mexico is actually somehow fucking more consistent and not so insane. I mean, you have rules, you got to follow them, but they're consistent at least. Like
it's historic for people fleeing to come to your country, and now people in our country are literally fleeing to go to that country.
Yeah, I had an agent years ago that lived in Mexico, and she just called people on she did all her work on VoIP, or I'm sorry, not VoIP, a VPN.
VPN, yeah.
That would report that she was in Texas, so she could sell insurance out of country because she had that VPN that said she's in Texas. She got a Texas license, and I think she just pretty much moved on to being an OnlyFans girl or something. She was banging. And you're living in Mexico. It's just a matter of time. OnlyFans will get you. It's fine.
You're living in Mexico. OnlyFans will get you.
I mean, that's what I look for in the interview. You know, I just want to be sure you're not too hot because we're not going to be able to keep you in this economy. I mean, you'll be selling feet pics quicker than you'll do the dials. So
you're just going to have an all-guys team?
That's pretty much what that's pretty much what I've ran a lot of my career is mostly. Like I've had plenty of women, but at the same time, like it's always weird because when you work on the level of intensity and consistency, right, over a long period of time, you're talking more to this woman than her husband talks to her. You're talking more to this woman than any man has ever talked to her. You're like entrenched. It's weird. It's a dynamic that I'm not good at managing. Where
she becomes your work wife,
dude. I'm telling you, it's not up to me. I don't control this. God just blessed me, and when I start working with a woman, she'll just be like, you know what? I'm thinking about leaving this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like that kept happening because they were just so like entrenched in like what they're doing, but also with you. And like, there's some truth to that we can't help ourselves as humans to be attracted to those that, we spend the most time with, right? I mean, they might be ugly as dog shit. It won't even matter. Like, you spend enough time with somebody, you're going to connect, and that's just how it is. And if you're committed to supporting people, then yeah, it can become kind of a conflict, no doubt.
That's your animalistic magnetism, sir. That's drawing them in.
It's a problem.
I mean, the pheromones.
Yeah, the porn industry calls me every day. I'm like, no, dude, it ain't got that bad. It ain't got that bad. I know leads are low, but Jesus, stop calling me. Dude. I'm not doing it.
Sure you ain't trying to get them A leads, Colin?
You know what I mean? We can graduate.
Just one scene.
You never need to sell again, sir. We got a whole line of old creepy white ladies that want to suck your old dick. I'm like, I don't know. I need some type of mental stimulation. I mean, call me a fucking female, but I cannot just fuck on like, hey, you want to fuck? Like, no. What the fuck? Who are you? What's your name? Like, where are you from? Can I know anything? I'm a weird guy like that. I just can't. Yeah, let's go out back and fuck right now. Like, yeah, let's do it right now. Mm-hmm. No, I don't know, dude. I'm not into that. And if a girl is like that, then that means.
Why do you sound like you be at the truck stops?
To me, that's how it feels. You know what I mean? To me, and I didn't know what that was like until I got in shape. I got in really good shape at one point in my life, and I started having chicks hit me up just for sex. And I'd never, and in my life, I would think that's a dream, right? Like, oh, that'd be amazing. But then it starts happening. It ain't amazing, dude. There ain't nothing good about that at all. Especially from the perspective of being trapped by a girl that wants you to impregnate them, and then they want you to pay child support. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to trap you, dude. Or they're trying to just use you and throw you away. And let me grasp my pearls. Say, hell no. You're not doing that to me.
Bad thing about being a young George Clooney.
Well, I'm not anymore, dude. I'm more like George Clooney's alcoholic cousin. But I'm like Piggly Wiggly brand George Clooney.
He gets it. He gets it by your Equate, the Walmart brand.
Yeah, fucking Equate George Clooney. That's fucked up. I mean, made with the same ingredients and better humor, frankly.
Right.
Better
same
taste.
Packaging, just different color box.
Yeah, and I'm looking for a wife, whereas George Clooney was looking for anything but that for most of his life, and then had to marry an unbelievably rich woman who's also a model. Just not, I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to judge you, George. I love you, but I don't make my decisions based on that. I don't make my decisions based on looks and money. You're wild, bro. You're a wild bro.
Of course not, sir.
No, dude.
Of course not.
I love him homeless.
Love him homeless.
I'm nice and vulnerable, you know?
So we go back to the homeless girl. She really made it.
No, I'm just saying, there's been a number of times in my life that semi or totally homeless women have hit on me. One time I was living in Akron, and there was this dog running around the street that looked like somebody's dog. It looked like like someone's dog got loose, right? So I'm out there, and I'm trying to catch this dog because it's got a collar on and shit. And I follow it down the street, and there's some random chick down the street who is definitely homeless, and she's just walking around, and I'm like, is this your dog? You know, she's like, barely could talk, like, definitely had some type of psychological problems and stuff, and very cute girl, like, very cute. But at the same time, like, too young for me, like, she's probably, like, 22 or something. I'm like, what are we going to talk about, you know? Fucking Taylor Swift or some shit? I don't know.
You could be a Swiftie.
I'm not. No. Fuck Taylor Swift. I'm totally cool on that. I don't like how much power she has over the populace. I mean, nothing against her. I just don't think that she should have that much control over what people think. It's kind of speaks towards our education level that we think Taylor Swift is some fucking beacon of, you know, leadership. Like, what the fuck? I mean, anyway, so homeless girl is down the street. She can barely talk. But she's like, hey, you know, we want to hang out sometime. Here's my number and stuff. I'm like, nah, not really. I just wanted to see if this is your dog. Is this your dog? And she could barely answer the fucking questions. She was so out of it. I don't know if she's on drugs or what. But I think a lot of men would have been like, yeah, why don't you just follow me? Because she was cute and all that, but she's lost, man. I felt bad for her. I just felt like someone needs. There isn't anyone to call though, you know. Like you meet somebody you really want to help. Who do you call to help her? Like, there's nothing you can do.
Shelter.
Nah, there's nothing you can do for homeless people because they know what to do. They don't do it on purpose. I mean, they don't want that help. So you're not going to do anything. You can't do anything. And I've spent a lot of time like trying to help homeless. Like I spent a time in Florida where I was taking them in my home because I started believing that like, you know, there's not enough people that are doing this. And if I just do it, I'll set the example to be like, hey guys, like let homeless people live with you. It didn't work out, by the way.
Hey, you trying on some thin ice on that one, bro.
Yeah, I had like 3 or 4 in my house at a time for like 90 days.
God.
And I was just taking care of them in the sense of like only shelter. I didn't feed them per se. Like we'd have some food, but it wasn't about that. It was more about just like keeping them out of the elements and trying to make a plan for them to better themselves, to get off of whatever they're on. Most of them were on meth. Or they weren't on psychiatric meds that they needed to be on, and I knew that.
How did that work out for you?
They all robbed me. It took it like a
I would
lot
never
from
seen
me.
that coming.
But isn't that sad? Like not all of them robbed me. There was a couple that didn't take anything from me. Like I'd give them some clothes to wear, and
Because all
that's
the shit
fine.
was gone.
No, no, like they literally didn't rob me. They had no intention of robbing me at all. Like,
Motherfuckers felt bad for you. They was like,
but I would at least give them clothes. You know, like I would give them clothes and they'd keep that, but like I'd give them stuff that like I'm okay with letting go. I'm not giving homeless clothes that I expect back, like washed through fucking laundry or dry cleaning or something, you know. But I'd give them clean clothes and let them shower and get them a haircut, maybe depending on the situation. Sometimes they needed that to do job interviews and stuff. But just talking about like, you know, give people a place to just be themselves, right? Like not a shelter where there's all these rules, you're going to get robbed, it's really dangerous, and you can only be there like at night. So in the daytime, they have nowhere to go and they can't really adjust to things. It's kind of set up for failure, the shelters. Like it's not going to really, yeah, it keeps you alive through the night and that's fine, but you might be robbed by other homeless. They have rules that you can't leave, you can't use your phone after certain hours. You have no real freedom. And so I was just trying to provide like a happy middle ground between the shelter and being like just completely left out on the street. Like trying to give them like, hey, you have freedom. You have kind of your own house, and like a middle ground between them having their own place and the shelter, I should say, is like you have a room here. You guys chill, you know, it's fine. Just
Holland's House of Love.
yeah, I mean, it was a very deep like ideal of like because at the time there was like constant shootings, mass shootings, like almost every day. You remember this period, dude? It was in like early 2023. We had so many mass shootings. It was like every day there was a mass shooting. But you know, with time that kind of went down now with like us having access to free mental health care that Joe Biden introduced helped a lot after that, like markedly. He introduced access to healthcare no matter what, no matter who you are. And that brought down the shootings because people are just basically committing like a really cool suicide, you know? They're like, oh, I just want to go out and flurry of buckshots. And like, that's what they're doing. So how about we stop worrying about guns and start worrying about do people want to live or not, you know? And that's what made me really believe in overall, like the difference you can make as a politician and getting into government and starting to work in that. I almost like, I wanted to get into that, but I really just wrote my congressman. I wrote the president. I just wrote all my thoughts out because I just feel like that's something that, I think that if we all pushed the standard from not just voting, but actually actively communicating to your representative what you are pissed about and what you like, what you want, writing to the president, which used to be a regular fucking thing to do, to write to the president, and the president would actually read every letter at a certain time, like Lincoln, you know? And that's a big part of being a citizen is not just voting, it's writing representative writing the president, and nobody does that anymore. Nobody. I mean, if you vote, you're considered like a great citizen. That's bullshit. I mean, that's just the fucking tip of the iceberg, you know? I mean, we should be voicing the fuck out of what we think constantly to everyone we can in writing, especially the president. Because good ideas are good ideas and they're going to take them. But not, well, you'd have to write in a pretty weird, evil way to influence our current president, in my opinion. But I heard he's going to give out a check for $5,000 to every U.S. citizen. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I mean, like,
He ain't
even
gonna do
going
that.
into shit like that, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, when he did the whole fucking stimulus check shit, that shit was so unorganized, so pointless.
Dude,
Like,
it
people
saved
don't
me, bro.
understand.
It helped me a lot.
It saved you, but how did it save you?
I mean,
What'd
it
you do with the
helped
money?
me a lot. I remember the time that those checks came out, and they were very well
What'd you do with the
timed.
money?
Invested in my business, bro. So I mean,
Okay,
it was
so
good. It was good for the economy.
you
It was
have
good.
people that's not stimulating the economy like it's supposed to, spending the money.
Yeah, dude.
Then it's pointless when you have people fucking harboring the money, keeping the shit, trying to save it in the bank account.
No, I wouldn't say pointless. I mean,
No.
there was people that were literally out of work. Like they had to do that, dude. Like it would have caused a even
A
worse
stimulus check is
recession.
to stimulate the economy, and that is
Well,
not what it was doing.
then they should have called it a survival fucking check because that's really what it was. I mean, that was a survival check. It wasn't just like it was survival across the board because yeah, things got real sour real fast. But that's why I worry, and I already have our plans for where we're going to enter Mexico because you know we're going and we're going to have some great tequila, dude. The worm and everything. It's gonna be great. Just don't drink the water, and make sure you bring all the kids and the lovely baby lady because she'll be our leader ultimately. I mean, we're not in charge, dude. The fuck, we're just a muscle around here.
I'm not taking my kids to Mexico.
I'm talking
It's
about
not
dire
happening.
straits. I'm not talking about like tomorrow. I'm talking about if we needed to. You know what I mean? But then again, if we needed to, they'd probably be overrun. So I don't know if you could even do that. Mexico's gonna be like, "Fuck you guys." We, isn't that ironic? We're at their border trying to get in, huh?
We can't take no more, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
No more.
No, I could see him doing that just to spite us, dude. Yeah. And I wouldn't even blame him.
Yeah, I can too.
The way we treat them, dude, some bullshit. I love Mexicans. I love Mexico, period. I'd rather live there. I just don't speak Spanish, so it's kind of scary. And I also have American kidnap me right now face. So, you know, I like my head attached to my body. Weird.
Yeah, I've seen some videos.
And I don't have anybody that'll pay the ransom. You call my family the ransom, they just keep them. Keep them. Fuck it. Nobody's paying.
I have people
So-
that will be the ransom.
Right.
Not
No,
the
yeah. If we go to Mexico, I think you would be under worse threat of kidnap because I'm not worth anything. I might look like I am, but not at all. Nope. Nope. But I'm just saying, I mean, what country would you go to, dude? Come on now. This shit got real. What, you gonna go to Canada? Come on now.
Told you if shit got real, I'm going to the Amazon.
Okay, how you getting
I'm
there?
moving someplace where I'm out in the fucking woods from every
In the Amazon.
Next to the pygmies. Next to the pygmies.
Okay. You know the
And
Amazon's
I
like,
just gotta hope that them cannibalistic motherfuckers.
how you gonna get there though? You gotta go through Mexico.
Right, you do.
You're gonna drive
Not
through
staying in
Mexico.
Mexico.
You're crazy.
Not staying in Mexico.
I mean, I'm with you, but you're crazy.
Maybe, but I will survive.
Just let me drive, dude. They won't pull us over, dude. They'll be like, ah, gringo, that's fine.
You be the first person they pull over.
All right, put me in the trunk. You drive. I don't give a shit. What's the most tactical plan here? That's what I'm asking. I was thinking Portugal because they invested a lot into green energy recently, and a lot, and they're successfully
fuck with
running off of
Portugal.
green energy. They believe in Bitcoin. They're moving to a Bitcoin currency. Makes sense right now. It's probably going to be more consistent than any other currency. So,
You can go to Thailand
yeah, you want to go to Thailand? Why is that, bud?
because the U.S. currency still actually holds weight over there,
No,
and
I'm
you can
talking.
actually fucking
No, I'm talking about
get by.
if it hits the shan, the dollar ain't gonna be worth anything.
Well, I mean, if shit hits the fan, like
Plus, how you getting to
what
Thailand, dude? You
fucking
getting on a plane right now, dude? Planes are just falling out of the sky left and right.
bro, I'm about to get on a plane on Tuesday.
Oh, great. Anyway, take back what I said. Planes are fine. They're totally safe right now. Planes, I would totally get on every day. I love them. And I don't really
I'm getting
want,
on the scariest one.
I
of
don't
Boeing.
want anyone to run my FAA when I'm flying than a Fox person. Somebody from Fox, yeah.
But honestly, if we were going to take a plane, bro, I'd fly that shit.
You can fly?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just be the stewardess then. No homo.
bro. I had to learn how to fly when I was in high school.
Is that because you were working with the Colombians? Driving
No,
like,
because I went to military school and it was offered.
oh, right.
No,
Sorry,
I took the training.
that was racist. Damn it.
Right. Your racist ass. I went to
He said, no, the U.S.
number
military
5
taught
in the
me how to
world
fly.
military school.
Fuck you talking. Oh, yeah. Why'd you have to go to military school? Hmm?
That's a whole different story.
Hmm?
You don't need to ask them questions.
Yeah, well.
How I got there is
Let's
not
talk about
important.
it.
What I
No,
learned while I was there,
it's not important. Yeah. I'm not racist.
it was not important.
See, I'm not
But
racist.
what I
I knew
learned
there
when I
was some
got there,
extenuating circumstances that led you to this type of intel. They're like, oh, here's
for
a
my,
juvenile.
for my first,
Let's
for my
teach him
first
how to
year,
fly planes.
for my
Fuck.
first year. But I
Talk
mean, I
about
had to pay
waste.
for it after that. That shit was expensive as fuck too, bro.
What, to fly helicopters to Epstein Island?
To learn how to fly in general
What,
was expensive as
you're
shit.
telling me you've never flown to Epstein Island?
No, sir, I didn't.
You know where it is?
I've never been to a Diddy party. I've never been to Mar-a-Lago. I've never flown near Epstein Island.
That's awfully specific.
Yeah, that's because that's where all the crazy motherfuckers is at. That's where little children grow up really fast. It's like the reverse
God damn,
Neverland.
dude. Wow. I've never heard it
You
put
grow up
that
really
way.
fast.
They grow up so fast on Epstein Island. They grow up so fast.
Lost boys and girls become adults quickly.
I don't think there was many boys on Epstein Island. They were kind of homophobic.
Yeah, they were extremely homophobic.
But secretly in the
Let's
steam
more than
rooms,
Epstein Island.
I would vote Trump as gay 100%. He's probably one of the gayest men I've ever seen. And that might get me locked up with MS-13 in Argentina or something. That's fine. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. This man is gay.
It's not gay
Okay?
when the president does it.
I just get the weird, like, really mean gay vibe from Trump. Like, he's a mean gay. Like an 80s or 90s gay, where they're mean, dude. He's just a mean gays. And he'll say some weird shit.
Got a pussy.
I mean, not gay. I'd probably say he's bi. I mean, because he wants to fuck his daughter, so
Most
he,
definitely.
he's at least bi. And I don't mean to give like there's any difference in that, like some more credit for being bi, not gay. But I'm just saying
An
that
alphabet that hasn't been discovered yet. So
you look at his palace all made of gold, like he's just pretty fucking gay to me. And even, I've heard some gay people on the YouTube say the same thing. Like this man is clearly gay, clearly, definitely gay. I don't know if he's just disappointed in how the fuck worked out when he did his own son, and now he wants to fuck Ivanka.
probably.
But he's definitely bi, at the very least. Nothing wrong with that, but like, why are you so against LGBTQ rights then? It's like the people that are the most obviously bi are the most against those that are. God's shaking his head somewhere, dude.
Definitely.
Or
Collecting all the
not
lightning
his. I,
bolts.
I assumed his gender. I'm sorry.
Collecting all the lightning bolt. Somebody's getting struck.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they keep going down the path they're going with what they're doing, dude, somebody's about to get crazy. But God or you know, some random fucking redneck. I mean, the people that tried to assassinate him both times were registered Republicans. So these are crazy people, and he's playing with fire right now. And I don't give a shit. I'm not interested. I just need to get the fuck out of this country as soon as possible. I'm thinking Belize,
Fast and in a hurry.
but how do we get to Belize if the fit hits the shan?
Strategically.
You get it?
How does somebody's carry on?
You got to get on a boat, probably. I mean, you can't really drive through the thick of Costa Rica, Nicaragua. Like you'll hit
Yeah.
parts of South America that are almost impossible to navigate in a car. So at some point you're ditching your car and you have to pay somebody to take you the rest of the way. But I just don't really like the idea in that situation of having a plan that involves flight because there may not be airports operating in that type of, you know, dire, apocalyptic, basically dollar crashing, barter system introduced, famine everywhere. You're not going to get on a plane. You know, that's not a thing. So the question becomes, how do you get to these far distant places? And I like Belize, dude. Better Belize it.
Better release it.
I believe in that. Yeah, there's a lot of criminals in Belize. Sure. Yeah.
You have to circumvent the globe, sir, in
All
order to
right.
get away.
It's just going through South America. How did we get there? You know, that's the question. So for our Latino listeners, they might be able to translate.
So we're gonna have to leave it on that question tonight.
Do join us on the trip to Belize because we need translators, literally. And Brandon will pay you in that D. Don't worry about it.
They want the squirrel dick, sir.
Oh, they want me, not you? Yeah, right, dude.
Yep, they want the
No,
squirrel dick.
That's not true. That's not true. I mean, we'll see. But yeah,
This is where we're gonna have to shut it down, though, sir.
this has been another hour of your life wasted. Totally wasted.
Oh, yeah. But thank you
But
for tuning in.
well, we love
Please
you.
come again.
Please, thank you. Come again. Oh yeah. Oh.